Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, with a special guest and a New Year's edition, Mr. Bernie the Boxer. Bernie, what's happening, man? How you doing, bro?
What's good, family? What's good? Okay, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Yeah. What's good, family? Happy New Year to you, man. Happy New
Man,
Year's, man.
man, happy New Year to you and yours too, man. It feels a little bit weird to be saying 2024, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed crazy. 2024, really? Wow.
I know. I know. You still think it's like 2000 or in the 90s is like right, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy. We 24 years in, man. I still remember the day, the year 2000, the day I got a picture of us. Man, it was crazy. A beautiful, we bring it in. It was one of the best times. Like, everybody was everything. Year 2000, man, it was beautiful. 24
Yeah.
years, crazy.
Wow, that is crazy, man. That was my first Christmas.
I'm
I
gonna
was in the
post something. I
army.
should have posted that on my mama, but on my album somewhere else. I should have posted that picture of us 24 years ago. Jesus,
Wow.
maybe I will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never too late. Hey, never too late to post a good picture, man. What were you
yeah.
guys doing? What were you guys doing?
Listen, true story is that it was like what it like 19. I was just 19. So uh man, we was getting money, and uh the picture is like we was at my mom's house, and we was all in the kitchen, and we had went to this little bar called Chocolate City, and it was just deep. You know what I mean? It was like it was one of them old, everybody was in there. Oh, it was just a beautiful time. And that picture, like I say, we took it in my house, in my kitchen. And my mom, she got in an accident that year. So the year 2000, bringing in 2000, April the 5th, which is going to be 24 years, you know what I'm saying? She got in a bad accident. So, but it's like, that's a good picture to show like the life that I had before that. It was like,
Wow.
yeah, to think about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's
The
crazy
good
how life
time.
moves like that, right? Life moves like
Yeah,
that, man. And what
yeah,
and what and what was won't always will be. That's the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, yep,
Man, lots of stuff in boxing. Where do we start? Man, it's been a week. We've been having Terrence Crawford back in the headlines. I just want to
yeah,
catch up with you. Last time I saw you was after the fight, right?
yeah,
Up
yeah.
on the podium, up on the
Okay,
podium, getting the
yeah,
Ring Magazine title, sitting next to TC, the whole crew, Coach Rick, Bomac, uh, everybody,
yeah,
man, celebrating, right?
yeah.
After catching the big fish, man. What you guys been up to since then?
Well, let me say, we still ain't got our Ring Magazine belt yet,
Really?
because that one was a trophy. That one that they had, that one was a trophy. You see the back, that was a trophy.
It had like a white
Yeah,
encasing on it, right?
yes, yes. And listen, when
Looked
this
like
is
a
the
weight
old school,
belt. Looked like a weight
yeah,
belt.
exactly. And like I said, yeah, okay. So I told him, so he did give him a call. They did put the call in to send him his the real one back. But I'm asking this, why wasn't we on the cover for with all three Ring magazines? We ain't nobody, we got three Ring magazines. And, I mean, nobody did that. We promote the Ring magazine, and I just want to see my guy on the cover of Ring magazine in an old school boxing pose with the three magazine belts on his waist and around. I just wish they would do that, man. I wish I can get somebody at Ring magazine. You know how they draw them cartoons and stuff? Even if it's not a
Absolutely.
cartoon, the character, even if they just had him on there, made him fly him out, you know, and with something like that, maybe they probably will present him with the championship old school. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt when they get the Boxing Writers Association of the awards. You know what I mean? The awards. Maybe at the ceremony they might award him the championship of the world. Might seem like Nat Flasher used to do to all the guys. Hopefully they could do that. But like to say, yeah, we still haven't received that, and I'm really disappointed that we haven't been on the cover of Ring magazine. I think that we should have been on the next cover after a fight like that. I know we was on the cover before in the build up, but after the next Man, come on, after a demolition like that, we should have made the cover. Nobody was expecting that. We should have made the cover of Ring Magazine, man. Yeah. Okay.
And when I'm hearing you guys talking about it, and I've heard Terrence with my own ears talk about the Ring magazine. One thing comes to mind. I've heard you mention it before. Is, are you in this for money, or are you in this for the legacy and for the history? And you can
Yeah.
tell that Terrence wants to be on the cover in the old school pose with
Yeah.
the old school belt. Uh,
Yeah.
for the legacy, because it's a
That's right.
legacy, like a
That's right.
legacy edition and a legacy pose. Doug Fisher, if you're out there watching, I'm definitely gonna have to text you, Doug. What's up? It
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea. It'd be great to see Terrence Crawford flown out and being on the cover of Ring magazine solo. That'd be dope.
Exactly. Yep. So you're
So
right.
what's happening? Back from vacation, right? The last vacation before the grind starts, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
We've been doing that. Yeah, I guess everybody been kind of, well, really not really I think Bud have, but Red and Bo and Saul, they've been having to stay working because we got Keyshawn and
Yes.
we had what's the Eubank Jr. When we got Nine Davis, we had Lolo Harris, they've been busy, you know what I'm saying? The main crew. We got Troy the Transformer now. And the roster is just growing. But
Is that Troy
like I said,
Isley?
yes, that's right. Troy Isley,
Okay,
Transformer.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. U.S.
yeah,
Olympian.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful
Shout out
fighter.
to Troy
Beautiful
Isley.
fighter.
What's up,
Man,
Troy?
I'm trying to tell you, one of the ones you want, a workhorse, one that really strives to be excellent, and really hard on
Absolutely.
itself. Yeah. Yep.
A
So
unheralded, one of the unheralded fighters in the game that are a backbone to a lot of the guys getting ready.
yes,
Guys
sir.
like Troy Isley make the gears go around in the fight game. Definitely, it'd be
Yes,
nice to
sir.
see him get some shine in 24.
That's right. You said that perfect. Yep.
Definitely, man. The elephant in the room, the rematch. Everybody been talking about the rematch. I'm everybody everywhere I go, man. Everybody's
Yeah,
asking me about the rematch.
I
Bud
know.
Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. Part 2, man.
Yeah.
Little bit of a setback though. What was the reaction when you guys saw that Spence went ahead and had another eye surgery, man, another optical setback?
Well, like I said, had been on a boxing voice, and I had said, man, we ain't seen Earl Spence. They were saying that, well, I seen him over here, I seen him at a party over here. Okay, but you ain't been nowhere where he ain't been nowhere where we can ask him what's going on, how's everything been since this fight. You know what I mean? And he pops out with the eye thing, and I really didn't have no bad effect about it. I just when it start, you start hearing stuff and coming to you, and I didn't even know about it. They was hitting me, telling me, don't say this, don't say that, this. Now I didn't even know nothing about it. Somebody else had called me talking about Bud was in some other kind of trouble. I said, Jesus, I ain't heard none of this, So but I wish the best for Earl Spence. You know what I mean? Why would he wait this long to do that? And it seems suspicious that he's coming out with all these different uh what you call them, excuses, And when he looked as sharp against Ugas, and he looked as sharp in the back room, he looked as sharp with Jim Gray. You know what I'm saying? If you watch him, because I gotta break this stuff down. So when we watching him about being great, he didn't look bad. When he was standing there getting introduced and he pointed his fist like a gun, he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad, So uh it kind of disappointed me in the fact that it let me down. It was almost like maybe I was riding them too hard, before the fight, sometimes because I get a lot of criticism for that. And which again, I had a lot of respect for him as a boxer, just being a boxer, And again, being that he was on our, on our radar, I paid a little bit more attention to him, and I realized that he had some talent. And where I actually paid attention to him, the different things of what he do and his mannerisms, and like I said, I gained a lot of respect for him. And then at the same time, who he is, you know what I'm saying? Because we fighters and we still people, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that really transpired personal between the guys. They never really had no personal beef. You understand? So it was just like, man, all right, man, I love y'all. Man, it's always been love, like Bud said. And you know what I mean? We didn't gloat over the fact of the victory. We didn't talk crazy to nobody. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do extra nothing. You understand? And then all of a sudden, it's dying down. So I just told them, I said, well, I, I wanted to see him, not so we can gloat, but where is he at? You feel me? And why hide? Your profile didn't go down. Your profile didn't go nowhere. And then we all saw you got your ass whooped. I was just reading watching a documentary about Joe Louis, and he said, you gonna trick the people to think that you didn't get knocked down while you get up so fast? You ain't gonna trick the people, So I think that out of everything that we do, that in human society, if you study history, the people that just stand up, no matter how crucial that they lost or whatever they done, when they take accountability for it, they get, you know what I mean? It's just like you can live and be at peace. And the people, man, because we all got our own affliction. So,
Yeah.
you can see,
Do you feel like that kind of introduces more pressure on Errol Spence Jr. going forward? Just from the exterior, just open up more questions than answers.
Well, I think he shot himself in the foot. I think that on a moral compass, I think that, the society is so terrible. Like I was just watching this show, and like they said, they put resources and everything ahead of the people, big corporations and the bailouts and all this other stuff, that political stuff. So it's just like they'll do that for the money, and people will come see you, and people will, but when you sleep at night, you know what I'm saying? When you sleep at night, because like I said, you didn't have to take the Bud Crawford fight. History's greatest mystery. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You understand? We ain't never had to fight. I still have my following. It's still gonna be a mystique there. It's still gonna be woulda, coulda, shoulda. We never know. You understand? Why would I go in there? I already was rich. But then again, like I try to tell myself, I say, Bernard, I play the lottery, right? I play my little pick fives. I do this. You never know. Not only just for me, but really to help my people. I really believe, like, I want to just help them, not to brag, not to do nothing. But so he got a lot of money already. He got everything. You're already rich already. So I say, Lord, I'm already so blessed. Or I already hit the lottery. You understand? In life, I already hit the lottery. So like I say, I ain't no risking your reputation, everything, and your character for that, for the money. If I wasn't ready, no way I'm getting in the ring with Bud Crawford and I'm not ready. The money is tempting, but I'm not ready. I mean, Crawford, man, this like and I say this to myself. I was in a tight spot, and they offered me a fight with the bronze medalist from the 2016 Olympic Games. I forgot his name, not Connolly, but it was another guy. It was probably like 2 bronze medals or something. The dude that Connolly beat, that dude, the Russian dude. Anyway, I'm working my own little job. I ain't hardly got nothing. Maybe $2,000, $3,000, maybe. I don't even know. But I'm working my old job. Both call me. They say, Bernard, they want you to come down there and get you a 6-rounder, $6,500 down in 2 weeks down to Florida, fight this guy. They seen me fight on top ranked shows with Bud, so they knew I had a little talent. But they're trying to catch me on the slide, catch me, get this guy and get, no way, man. I was hurting, man. $6,500 seemed like, man. But my reputation, man, I ain't gonna go down there, man, and you pull me up, man, and you see Bernie getting stopped or getting tired or looking bad. You know what I'm saying? For the six, no, man. I like I say, so I know he was higher stakes than that, but no, you was already 3-division world champion. Everybody singing your praises. You got plenty of excuses. My eye hurt. I didn't know that. Found that out at the last minute. I can't make the weight. It just too happened. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw Crawford up to 54 then. I'm gonna make him my way. He need me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make him wait as much as I want to if I'm not ready. Come on. What we talking about over here? I'm the boss. I'm the man. What are you talking about over here? I can't make 47. I'm sorry. I'm going to 54. We can fight, man. I don't know. So I'm saying, but like I say, once you jump in that boat, that's on you. So it diminished him. in my eyes. It diminished him, just like Deontay Wilder and everything else. I hope he just be quiet and don't say nothing else. Don't say
Deontay
nothing.
Deontay Wilder, yeah, unfortunately, looks like Ngannou jumped in his spot for March versus Anthony Joshua. Kind of
Yeah.
unexpected. He lost to Joseph Parker. What did you think when you saw Deontay Wilder's performance against Joseph Parker?
I didn't watch him because I don't watch heavyweights, but I seen the clip. I just happened to, for some reason, I said, let me look at a little bit of the fight. Let me look at it. And I seen Deontay Wilder getting caught with the looping right hand, which Parker was a world champion. You forget that. He beat Andy Reese for the WBO title. This guy was a good fighter. You understand? Heavyweight, he had, man, barely been beaten. And anyway, Deontay Wilder looked like a girl on there fighting, swinging with his arms like that. Man, that's a shame. I mean, you think a guy like that, swinging like that, like a girl, like a woman, leaning back like that, the fella, the the fella don't teach him nothing. They do all that stuff on the pads and all that, and he don't do nothing. He don't look nothing like that on no ring. You know what I mean? So I don't want to talk too bad about him, but I ain't no big fan of no Deontay Wilder, and mostly because of all the excuses he made. You know, and I really believe in that. You know, mostly all the excuses he made. So sometimes a fighter, you can love them. It ain't about if they win or lose. It's about their character. It's about how they carry themselves all sometime, you know? Because sometimes I just like a fighter. He ain't got to be the winning this motherfucker, but I like him. You know, he got to win enough, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But even the losers, like Emmanuel Gustis, I had a lot of love for him. Not say Gotti was a loser, but on the big stages, you know, he lost. You know, so it's fighters that, you know, but I still like them, you
Right.
know?
Right. Guys that have a sort of a vulnerability to them while striving for excellence.
Exactly.
Let me ask you though, as we get back to the Terrence Crawford situation,
Yeah.
with where Terrence Crawford is with Earl Spence Jr. Of course, neither of us had a contract actually in front of us, but does
Yeah.
this mean that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence Jr. are basically handcuffed together until Earl Spence Jr. is ready to fight? Do we have to wait until Errol Spence Jr. is ready, or do you think that there will be some sort of proposal or something to say, hey, man, just step aside for a minute and let us do this?
I will hope that that's what they would do. I will hope that after all the things that have not been, and for their business sake, you know, been done to bud, you know, I hope that now that, you know what I'm saying, we doing this, I hope that they do. I hope they do right by the brother. It's supposed to be a black corporation or a black head leader. He the man in the face. You understand? I hope that Earl Spence don't be petty like that. You know what I'm saying? We still, I mean, you know, it's, you know, we taking it in stride. You understand? It been a little couple of things being said, but listen, man, then move on. You know what I'm saying? We hoping that. So I'm hoping that PBC, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of viable options for the kid over there. You got Zoo, you know what I mean? You got multitude of different guys over there to fight, you know, at this time. Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Canelo, you know, you got different things, and let's just go. You know, like I say, anything else would be evil. You know, this guy is striving for greatness. You know, he's what you see is what you get. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to make him be great. You understand? Let's go.
And when we start talking about striving for greatness, let's flash back. I don't remember seeing you that night, but it is Charlo versus Canelo. We're all getting ready to walk in. The red carpet had just ended. I run into Terrence Crawford and I asked him straight up, man, are you looking to fight the winner? And he looked at me with this conviction and said, yeah, just so determinate. When you talk to him and when you hear him talk about this fight, man, there's something about it. I know that number one, that the Charlo Canelo fight made other people think that there's no way that Terrence Crawford could compete with Canelo, but I know that you believe otherwise. Make your case for the reason that Canelo and Crawford would be the fight to watch in 24.
Well, I'll say it's like this. It's almost like Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, except Oscar De La Hoya wouldn't be drained. You understand? Canelo is still at the height of his powers. Crawford at the height of his powers. actually Crawford is the older guy. You understand?
Right.
Like I say, they both are those guys who just beat all the odds. They beat everybody in face of them. He got the blemish against Mayweather, but that's no knock. He was still in the fight. He was still competitive. He wasn't shamed in the fight, and he only progressed. You understand? To be probably at one point the pound for pound fighter. So I think that it's a mythical fight. I think that Crawford earned the fight. You understand? And I think that again, Canelo is still like King Kong because Bebo didn't just beat him up. You understand? He outpointed him, this, that, or whatever. So it's still Canelo is King Kong, and these are fights that would be far fetched. You understand? So and if we can make this fight, you know what I'm saying? This is a mythical matchup. What if they could fight? You understand? And that's just it. So but again, when you're not thinking of fantasy boxing or something like that, you're thinking of just in, reality terms or, what's best for you. Of course, Canelo got the Benavidez fight, and that's the logical fight for the people. You understand? The people is everything in boxing or everything in life is the people. Wherever you're here to serve. So it's the people. The people who want to come see you, the people is doing this, and so you have an obligation to them. And that's the only two options for him. And then, like I said, in our quest to become what we're trying to do is, again, set another goal in front of us, fight a guy like Tim Tszyu, who has the championship, legitimately won the championship. Even though it was stripped from him, he beat a worthwhile contender for the championship. He beat the former champions on his way to the championship. And, he's looked pretty good in all his performances.
He stopped his opponent en route to getting the belt this time, Brian Mendoza.
Yes, sir.
When we talk about Tim Tszyu, power puncher in his own right, smart guy, coming from a pedigree, second generation prize fighter. What's the interest level of the Crawford camp and getting together with Tim Tszyu realistically this year? Or are you guys just so suspended with the Errol Spence Jr. Saga that you can't make heads or tails of what's next?
No, like I said, I don't know. Again, I'm hoping, and I don't get those vibes, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is medically, can't fight. So I think that has something to do with the contract, like they said, if there was something in there. So I'm sure because anything can happen, nothing is guaranteed. So I'm sure we won't have no problems. And I think Tim Tszyu is a viable challenger. I think he's willing to take the fight. And, shoot, like I say, it is what it is. So I think we can get that fight. And hopefully, Lord willing, if we do get the fight, we get the fight with Charlo, because he has something else that we want, that Ring Magazine Championship, So that'll be 4 for us. Again, just trying to reaching for levels, reaching for having something else to accomplish, as I said, the kid just built a new house, called the Chateau. Exactly. So, just something else to add to the, in the foyer, and Crawford has a glint in his eye. He still like to fight, man. He likes to fight.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what was fun, man, about that fight week and that time with you guys in Las Vegas. When we got a chance to be with you guys for that private workout, man, you could see from both guys. That's why, I'm surprised myself about the stuff that Earl seemed to have been going through, because they did a good job of masking whatever it was, because I thought that we had 2 prime bulls that were locking horns.
Man, he looked sharp, did he? Did he look sharp on them pads?
Just being 2 or 3 feet away from him. I mean, I guess they part of boxing is that poker face. Part of boxing.
Man, he looked as sharp. Right? He looked as sharp. He looked at his sharp. Body looked immaculate. That man looked immaculate.
In great shape.
Man, he looked immaculate. And when he came out down there, he had a lot of grease on him and everything, but when he looked at that camera and he pointed that fist at that camera, like, man, shoot, I thought he was finna come out with the boy, it was finna, boy, he was looking like, okay, man. Then they did all that. Like I say, God bless him, man. I'm just gonna leave Earl Spence alone. We done with it, man. I wanted to say what it is, and it wasn't no real hard feelings. It's just what it was, and we just gonna leave it like that. Like I said, what are we doing? We do that. That's what we handle ourselves with class. A class, just like I say, when Bo came out for the very first time they met in New York, Bo thanked them, Bo said hello to them, Bo said them. They come out, don't say nothing. They all uptight, everything like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no class, man. Like I said, and I don't want to get into that. But I'm just saying, or you just see how it go over time. You know what I mean? And they say all this stuff about us. They all say all this stuff about Bo, but nothing but class. And everything we said was real, but it was joking. We was funning and having a good time with it and everything. Everything they said was taking it so personal into heart and you know what I mean? So, like I say, I just wish them the best and them moving forward, and hopefully that we can just continue our quest and to be great.
Speaking of class and continuing the quest to be great, Keyshawn Davis.
Yes, sir.
February 8th on the undercard of Tio and Ortiz, getting a chance against Jose Pedraza. Talk to us about where Keyshawn Davis is right now.
Keyshawn Davis is a sensational fighter, a young fighter and definitely a prospect. He's not a contender yet. He's a prospect. Again, like I say, they pushing everybody so fast and, he got a lot of ambition, but he just talking, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn's a smart fighter and he know how things work. So, but, he got a lot of promise. He got a mean streak. He got a lot of charisma. He got an exciting style. He's a go for the kill type of guy. When he get the chance, he do a little multitude of things in there. He can box and stink it out if he want to, or somewhat, lay back and just counter. He can go for the kill. He got like I say, Keyshawn the full package. And to see him fight, I think that's a good fight for him. Pedraza, who's a 3-division world champion, who's of course, kind of long in the tooth, being that he's been around and won 3 championships, been in some high profile fights. And, he's done well in those fights. And like I say, never really been shamed in none of those fights except for Tank. And that was years ago. So I think it's a good fight for Keyshawn, fighting let's be his first former world champ. And again, a guy who can box, got a little power and got some experience in there. So big ups to Keyshawn, I can't wait to see the fight.
Definitely, man. And the main event, Teofimo Lopez, Jermaine Ortiz. Teofimo Lopez this week, daring to be great in his own week, this week, last week, just the last couple of weeks, mentioning Terrence Crawford's name to the surprise of a lot of boxing analysts and columnists. They are closer in weight than Crawford and Canelo. What were your thoughts when you heard the Teofimo Lopez commentary?
Well, it's like this. It's really like it's OGs and BGs or YGs. You understand?
Yes, I
And
do.
Bud is an OG. You little niggas ain't got no need to mention my name, boy. You understand? For real. You niggas go over there and fight. You need to be worrying about Tank. You need to be worrying about trying to mix it up with Haney. You understand? You need to be worried about mixing up with Shakur. These are your contemporaries, family, not Bud Crawford. You understand? Not Bud Crawford. These are your contemporaries. These are where you're linked in. You can make the fight with Shakur. You understand? You can make the fight with Tio. You know what I'm saying? Or Tio, you can make the fight with Shakur. Who the other fellow over there? It's who the other fellow? Haney. You know what I mean? Because he just had ties with Top Rank. So you can make these viable fights. And you know what I'm saying? It's like leave Bud Crawford alone. It's just hogwash. It ain't even the investment that Bob Arum has in Teofimo Lopez would not let Bud Crawford destroy it. And he knows that. So again, he got a chance in those fights against Devin, Shakur, Tank, but against Crawford, he ain't got no chance. So that's what he gonna say. The shit that sound the most outrageous. Hey, listen to this. Hold on. So I was in a barbershop today. You just still be talking about everything. And my barber was bringing up. He's talking about the Cat Williams interview, right? And Cat was saying so much stuff in there. You feel me? So much stuff. But did you hear him say that he read 3,000 books in a year?
Yes.
Man, stop. Man, he was lying, bruh. Did you hear him say he could have went to college at 12 or 7 or some shit like
It
that?
was it
Or
was something like that. It was something like
man, if you don't knock it, man, shut up. Man, I don't believe that, bruh. Stop. He was dragged. Did you hear him say he could run a 4.2 or something? How fast he could
yeah,
run?
he said he was quick.
Man, he
They
said,
showed the footage of him running on the basketball court. He was running like he had on some Spider-Man light up shoes, bro. He was running fast as hell, dog. I don't know.
was he?
Yeah, he was running
Man,
fast, Holmes. He was running fast, man.
like I say, so I mean, I don't know. Any rate, so people say stuff, outrageous.
So look though, but is it outrageous to think that maybe Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz is a better fight than is being led on by the boxing community, that Jermaine Ortiz has a chance to beat Teofimo Lopez on February 8th? What do you think about that? What would you say? What would you say if to anybody that said that, or do you think that Teofimo Lopez walks past Jermaine Ortiz?
Well, yeah, T.O. is riding a wave right now, so he's gonna be extra sharp. He know what it was like to how he came off that high horse, lost to Cambosis, lost his mind, did this, did that. So he back now. You feel me? And I think he gonna beat Jermaine Ortiz. And I think Jermaine Ortiz, again, I think he just a step behind the other guys. When it's to make that adjustment or that decision, he just a step behind those guys. So I think he's gonna bring a tough fight. But again, I think you know what I'm saying, the guys that got the little bit, they gonna know how to edge him. So he gonna bring the fight, and I think that's a good fight for him because the in-house fight, it's a rough fight. It ain't, it's a good showcase fight for Tio because he just coming off Josh Taylor is a huge fight, was a big star. He coming off a dominant win against Josh Taylor to win the true championship, and now you know what I'm saying. You gotta get somebody else. You can't just go and right and fight Tank or whatever rest of them. You make a little more money now, keep your name out there, fight, and let's just go. So I'm excited to see the fight. It's a good fight. See, when I was young, this would be the stuff I'll be watching. I'll be like, okay, T.O., I like T.O. He fighting old boy kind of good. I like that would be something to do. I'll be making my whole night. Me and my girl, we be chilling. That's all I'm gonna do is watch the fight. I ain't going nowhere. Can't wait for HBO boxing to come on and watch the fight. And they got 2 fights. They got the little dude, Keyshawn. I'll be watching him, checking him out. He fighting Tender Rider against old boy. I'm about to watch that. Okay. Then I'm gonna watch this. And my night is complete.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. On another night in May, it'll be us all at home watching Kambosos versus he's lured over Lomachenko. Kambosos, that's May 12th.
Yeah.
What do you think about those two getting together? And Kambosos, do you think that Kambosos still owns a little tiny 1-bedroom apartment in Teofimo's back of his mind?
Nah. T.O., he ain't the type that hold grudges. He don't give a damn about that. He's a carefree type of guy. They fought a tooth and nail fight and he lost the championship and he moved on. He got the loss on his record. You know what I'm saying? He can feel like he's daring to be great because he got a loss on his record. And it's just like a learn this lesson. I could just imagine, how he talk. So I could just imagine, he never going to let know that something hurt him or he down or, you know what I mean? You can just tell. So I definitely don't think that hurt him. I think that fighting a guy who Josh Taylor was undefeated and the undisputed champion, he beat this guy for the true championship. So he feeling himself right now, and yeah, he feeling himself. They got some hell of a fights though. They got some hell of a fights. So this is what I want to say. No, I don't think it's living free in his head, but I think I think that Shakur gonna fight the winner.
Oh,
I ain't even see that coming. But I said, because I'm like, damn, why would them two punk motherfuckers, why would Lomachenko fight his punk ass for the title? I'm like, damn, that's kind of weak. Because if I'm thinking like Lomachenko, how he be like fighting, you know how he talk. So I'm like, shit, I feel like I beat Haney. So you feel me? I mean, I don't care. My quest is okay. It was undisputed, but man, I'm fighting now. Fuck it. You feel me? I ain't gonna get him. So Shakur, you can talk a lot of shit in the title on the line. I'm fighting for the championship. Win, lose, or draw. I'm fighting the best for the championship. So in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta have 1,000 fucking belts. I'm fighting the best for the championship. Okay.
Right.
So I'm thinking on that premise, but I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Nah. It's too much money on the table still in there. So Shakur, oh my mama, he gonna fight. He been wanting that Lomachenko fight. They praying that he beat Kambosos, and he looked good against Kambosos. He gonna have an IBF championship, and him and Shakur gonna fight for 2 portions of the title. 2 portions of the title. So the WBO is still up for grabs, and the WBA Tank got it. So Shakur probably gonna end up having the WBO too, and him and Tank gonna fight for all the belts.
Wow.
Tank gonna get through. Tank gonna get through because he can push through. But him and him gonna fight. And I think Devin and Tio gonna end up fighting first. Before Shakur and all them fight Tank, Devin gonna I think Tio man, I think Shakur at lightweight. Tank, Shakur and him gonna fight. Shakur and Tank, they gonna fight at lightweight.
At lightweight.
Yes, at lightweight. I think at lightweight. Yeah, at lightweight. But
not at
Tank,
40. Not at 140. They gonna fight at lightweight.
Because Tank gotta be as sublime as he can. He gotta be as trim as he can. I think. I would want to be as trim as I can. You know, he's a short guy. You understand?
Right.
So I want to be as trim and as sharp as I can. I think 35 is, you know what I mean? I think his frame can carry 35. And I think, you know, he want to be, that's where I would say, you know, and even if I did fight at 40, which I don't think because he got the championship at 35 now. You understand? Right. They made him the full champion.
They elevated him. Yes, they did.
Okay. So again, he's going to probably ride that wave. And they might, on my mama, listen, if Kambosos beat this kid, if Lomachenko beat Kambosos, and he got the IBF title, they probably gonna throw the WBO as a bonus where he fight all 3 titles, like Shakur and Lomachenko fight for all 3 titles, the WBO, the WBC, and the IBF. You understand?
Wow. That'd be a move. Hey, that'd be a move. Listen, look at Bernie organizing the fight game. You see the game like that, don't you?
I see it. Like I say, I'm just looking at it. It became to me. I'm like, just from like I say, Lomachenko fight for that title. Why would he, you know, and in the constant theme that having something to bargain chip with. You feel me?
Yeah.
So again, right. Yeah. That's not going to the Shakur Stevenson fight as a challenger. I'm going to the Shakur Stevenson fight as a champion.
Who wins?
You know, I'm going with Shakur, man. I think Shakur gonna beat him, man. And yeah, I got Shakur. But I think these fights is gonna be so crazy, bro. Like I say, I keep saying this everywhere I go. If you watch the sparring sessions of Tank and Tio, they was bomb. If you see the sparring sessions of Shakur and Devin, they was bomb.
Amazing.
Them fights gonna be the bomb.
I just watched it today, man. The Devin and Shakur Stevenson sparring session. That was some thunder, man. From every clip that they showed. It was combination, it was boxing, it was angles, it was and they were so young, savants.
Yeah.
It would be even more high speed chess match, man.
Yes.
That'd be something to watch.
Styles make fights, and I think you don't see Shakur running his hands like that, but that's how they gonna run their hands like that. Like you know how Mayweather got down with what's the fella's name? Chop Corley.
Chop Corley. I was about to say they got
and everybody want to be like Mayweather's, man. Come on, they gonna get in that. That's the fight where I can do that with. I can stand here with him We could throw these combinations. We could, man, they gonna, man.
Hey, man, that's another dude that don't get enough love, man. My dude, Chop Corley, man. Shout out to DeMarcus Corley, man. A treasure to the fight
Good
game
fighter.
in his own right, man. Good fighter,
Yeah.
man. Solid dude.
Yeah, good fighter. And like I said, the eccentricities of boxers, he falls right into all of them too.
Absolutely, man. Just such
The
an
crazy
intricate
things that
fighter.
Chop Carly is doing. Crazy stuff. Wearing Victoria's Secret panties, and it's a shame. I'm just saying, it's the crazy antics of a fighter.
What?
It's crazy. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Nah, bro. Why would I see Chop Corley in some panties?
Not that's not what I'm saying. You seen it. I'm saying, when the leading up to the fight, he told Larry Merchant them that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Stops at Victoria's Secret.
Okay, yeah. He played head games. Chop played head games. Chop did it all, but more than anything, Chop came to fight on every night, man.
Yeah,
No question.
Yeah. WBO champion at 140. He was a two-time world champion at 140, I think. WBO.
Absolutely. If I'm not mistaken, Chop is going to be doing some type of boxing TV show coming up. Somebody that gave him an opportunity to get back on TV training some fighters. So that'll be interesting to watch when that come out. Man, before I let you go, dog, I wanted to ask you, man, there's so many other fights coming up. 2-3 in a couple of weeks. Conor Benn is coming to America, going to be fighting in Las Vegas. What do you think about Conor Benn and where Conor Benn fits in at 147 on the American side of the battleground?
Well, I think he got a good fight on him against Pistol Pete. I personally know Pete Dobson. I got a chance to be with him a little bit because he was working with Bud when helped Bud get ready for Sean Porter. So I got a chance to hang out with him, and but I'm not, like I said, I never really watched him for real. They do a lot of talking, and he ain't did nothing yet. So doing a lot of talking, and I'm really kind of turned off of him about the ped use and the not accepting the responsibility, and just all the outlandish talk. These guys trying to rush to be somebody and they ain't accomplished nothing yet. So that kind of turned me off about him. But so yeah, that's just my take on it. I ain't really got no real big. He ain't did nothing yet. I would say him and Boots need to fight because it seemed like he can't get no fights. And if Boots can't get no fights, then they should be fighting. They both two strong guys. They both be hard hitters and this and that. That'll be the fight. If I was thinking, get somebody who's avoided just like me. But obviously he talking nonsense about Crawford, or he's saying all these other crazy shit.
I wanted to ask you about that. I know I'd be remiss if I didn't. A lot of fans will get on my head about it. Crawford, Boots Ennis, where do you guys kind of sit as far as getting together with Boots Ennis, or is that a thing where you guys are saying again, like, yeah, where's the profile for that?
No, like I said, it wouldn't even be necessary to profile because I think he got a profile. But Boots chose his route. He chose the IBF route. He didn't choose the WBO route when he could have took the WBO route. And like I say, even it's just the same way. It could have been the same way as he took the IBF route. Okay, I'm not fighting for the title, but I'm the next in line. So if you do not fight me, then you understand, then you're going to get stripped of the championship, So I think he could have took that route. Now, I can't say, it seems easy to say, just saying it, but again, I know he was ranked highly in the WBO. I think he was mandatory challenger. He chose to take the IBF route, which he was mandatory challenger as well. But as you see, he waited in the wings. He let the two guys that were supposed to hash it out. And then when he won, they stripped him. Which, either way, he was obligated to, know that going in. So even knowing that, and that's the thing to me about, it's almost like a fragility on his ego to me, in my opinion, looking at him. Don't hand me the championship. I knew going in, we already know playing up that these guys gonna be locked up for at least 2 fights. And you know how everybody fight. Once a year, twice a year. You understand? So we might as well I'm not gonna get my title shot no time soon. You understand? He said though in an interview, he said, I hope one of them blows each other out. That way it don't be no rematch. He said that. You feel me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you already contemplating all these things that can happen, you know. I mean, so anyway, he shot himself out with that. You know, he could have took WO route. So I say this, not that it's still a viable fight. I think it's a beautiful fight. I think he's number one contender for the championship. All things named, you know, keep Thurman on the sidelines. Stanionis is not this and everything, all the other things being said.
Right.
But we already had the IBF title.
Yes.
We already had the IBF title. We got somebody that's undefeated, that got a little bit more than hype behind his name, and he got something that we want. It's a no-brainer in the immediate future because we can't get Canelo, which that's the fight we should get because these are the
is
young.
That person Tim Tszyu? Sorry to cut you off. Is that person?
Yeah,
Tim
yeah,
Tszyu?
exactly. Because again, we already talked about want to go up and win another championship because we really wanted Charlo. You understand? The end game was Charlo. We wanted to kick Charlo's ass because Charlo was talking too much shit, and we want to beat Charlo's ass.
Right.
But the landscape changed again. Like I say, you know, and this guy is what have you done for me lately? The change was, you know, now Tim Tszyu shines now. Tim Tszyu signs, you know, so yeah, that's it. He got another championship. We ain't gonna be no 4-division world champ. We beat up Boots Ennis.
Right.
Shoot.
Be more like a lateral move, I guess.
In that situation. But is it a
Right,
high
in that
profile fight?
situation.
Is it a fun fight? Is it a beautiful
Definitely.
fight? Yes.
Definitely.
If 147 was our ceiling, if we couldn't make it at 54, if 147 was our ceiling, but thank the Lord, we got a little bit more to go, and we got, like I say, you know, it's if not more money, just as much, man, more money because this is for the title. Shit, man, come on. So Boots gonna get his chance.
So it's safe to say that you guys have kind of now locked your radar and sights in on Tim Tszyu.
Well, I listen, I can't necessarily say exactly what everybody else said, but in my mind, like I said, you know, that would be the logical move for us since we can't fight Earl Spence because he's locked in that. You know what I mean? Right. There's no other viable 47 pounders to do that with. And if again we want to make history, so and Charlo looked bad in his last fight. So we don't want to fight Charlo because everybody gonna talk about how bad he looked his last fight. We need him to fight somebody would look good in that fight, and then so they can talk about that shit. You understand? That's what I think.
Makes sense.
That's what I think. And then, like I say, it's almost like make me think in this situation, like you know, Joe Louis when he won the championship from Braddock. Well, he got knocked out by Max Schmeling a year before, so he didn't ever feel like he was a true champion. So right. He had to beat Max Schmeling to feel like the champion.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
if we go up and that counter right hand.
Yeah, exactly. And if we can beat like I say, Tszyu, who is a true champion. He is a bona fide champion. He's a validated champion. You know what I mean? He won his title. Wasn't, you know. So then we be 4-division world champion. Then we knock Charlo off because we wanted the ring. Now we make it a fact. Now we are the champion. So, you know, we was a champion beating Tszyu, but now we are the champion. You understand? So we still want to be the champion. And Charlo got that ring magazine and the lineal status, and we want that. So I don't think you can ask for that more. And I think that for real, shit, we just might then it. Shit, Boots might be ready to come on up to 54 by that time. And then the third fight, we get on there and kick his ass and we live up out of there. You understand? Come on up, young buck. No, we didn't make it at 47, but you done went and did that. I done jumped on him, and you can come on up. Yeah, you should be a little bit more comfortable and happy. Keep your belts. Fuck it. Don't even give them up. Come on up. I'll fuck you up and send you on back down there and let you keep on going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you have it. There you have it, folks, man. Bernie the Boxer. Bernie, man, Happy New Year. Always good, bro, to get a chance, man, to sit down and chop it up with you, dog. I hope I didn't
Yes,
take
sir.
too much of your time on this Thursday afternoon in January, my brother. Always a
Man.
pleasure, man. Give my love to Coach Red, everybody in the camp, bro.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
wait to see y'all. Tell me, man, what does Chateau Crawford look like, and is it as beautiful as I've heard it is?
I think it's still in construction,
Yeah,
but
it's still under construction, but have you guys gotten a chance to see from I saw that it was like the beginning of it was
yeah,
they had like a dual staircase or something like
yeah. You see the
that.
staircase?
Yeah, that's
Player,
crazy, man.
real player. This,
Yeah.
oh my God, the staircase. So yeah, so Bud, that's my God, man. I'm so happy for him, and I can't wait to go to the homecoming, to the house opening of it, and I'm just so happy, man. I can't wait, and everything that he's done, he's accomplished. I believe that he could accomplish it. And, like I say, the Ring Magazine champion, we 3 times, man. I hope that somebody can get that man on the cover of Ring Magazine. I've been lazy in my quest to find somebody to draw it. I actually wanted him to pose with the 3 championships, so I haven't really got on him enough to sit him down and stop and sit and
Yeah,
pose so I can take the
what
picture.
about you remember the dude from Wales, Pat Killian? Remember him, the one that he made the painting he came out to
Uh-huh.
after you
Mm-hmm.
guys won? I think
Mm-hmm.
that'd probably be a good dude to have do that to do the art. That'd be slick.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Like I say, that'd be a beautiful thing, and I really want to see him on the cover of Ring Magazine with it, man. I want to see him on the cover with on the Ring Magazine like Henry Armstrong had with 3 titles, with the in the classic pose with man. That's that. I want to see my boy with the classic trunks on. Oh
The
man,
classic
he got his
shoes.
he got his little taper fro up there, got his little fro, baby fro. Oh man, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
so it's all good.
we all need somebody to cheer for us like Bernie cheered for Terrence Crawford, y'all. For real, man.
Well,
If you
that's
don't
my
have friends
guy,
like
man.
Bernie, man, go get you
Well,
some real friends, dog.
and I'm not only as I'm a friend, but I'm a fan of boxing.
Yeah.
So the man is a real great fighter, and I watch him and I study him just like I study the greats, and I'm so happy and blessed that I got him. That's my champ. You
Yeah.
understand? Just like they had Joe Louis, the ones that's close to him, Jack Blackburn, and that's the same way. He's my champ. You know, he's my champ. He's my champ. I've been with him since a baby. He's my champ. So uh again, I seen all those things for him, and to see him with the Ring Magazine, and to see him get all this his just due with all this, with this big fight and everything that he came, I visualized that for him. I seen that in him at an early age, and like I say, I'm just happy for him. I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, man, it'd be nice to see that, bro. I would love. I'm a collector of Ring magazines myself. I got a couple of those old ones down there. I got the old Mike Tyson versus Ali art one that they did some years back. My
Yeah,
buddy Akbar gave that to me as a Christmas gift, man, one year. Um,
yeah.
Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, with my man Bernie the Boxer. Bernie, dog, always a pleasure, man. It's such a good time to get
Appreciate
a
you.
chance to rap with you guys, man. Since Terrence, our regards too, bro.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.